of recommendations when it comes to building the team outside of the actual real estate part? Financing, legal, inspection.
I'm a believer of one-stop shops. So
one-stop shop.
I do believe in that. And so, and exactly as you said, if we have clients who have lawyers or financiers, great. But if they need referrals, we give those people so much business that they're going to treat our clients like gold. So they're going to get a better opportunity. So if we use our lenders, they're going to get the best rates. Our lawyers are going to get preferred rates. And if something comes up on the deal, they don't get charged extra. So they're just going to do the work, which, I've seen a lot of legal bills where, you have to spend extra hours. So, and that person gets charged, X dollars more, which is fair enough. But if they come to our kind of sphere of influence, that doesn't take place. So they get the benefit of the years of business we provided our affiliates, and I think that's only to the benefit of our clients.
Okay, let's touch on those for a really quick second. When we're talking about lawyer, has it gotten so specialized now that we should be using a real estate lawyer as opposed to a general practitioner? Somebody that does divorce and all that, or should somebody stick to a real estate lawyer?
Well, I think all lawyers can pretty much handle a real estate transaction, but if they have the system in place, it makes it a whole lot easier. They've got a law clerk to handle the real estate transactions. To me, that makes sense. If they're doing that on a day-in, day-out basis, if something comes up, they probably have seen it more often than somebody who's just doing it as a one-off.
Okay. So. Mortgage specialist as opposed to one of the big 5-6 banks?
I like both. So we have a lot of great affiliations with the top banks and also mortgage specialists, and it's kind of really depending on the deal and what needs to be done with that deal.
Or the person, I guess.
And that person. Right? So, for us, we have affiliations with all the big banks and some great mortgage specialists on our team as well. So I believe both can do the job equally well, and it's a case-by-case basis.
Okay. Home inspectors. There's really anybody can print a business card and say I'm a home inspector, although we also do have accreditation and so on and so forth, but most people wouldn't know even what that is. A lot of people, you get in a lot of trouble, because they have a home inspector, they think that it's carte blanche, that everything's going to be great, but they really can't look at everything. What have your experiences been with a good home inspector as opposed to what should people be looking out for?
Well, it's interesting. With home inspectors, that's an area which is really a gray area because you have 3 hours with an inspector and they're trained to look at the key components, structural integrity, which is, plumbing, roofing systems, foundation. And so there might be some small things they're just not going to get to. And so as a home inspector, they should really kind of educate the client, say, we're going to do our best to kind of catch the major points. And, you can have 2 or 3 inspectors look at the same house and they'll have different findings. And so it's a very interesting, matter. But I also think now with the TV, with people like, Holmes, et cetera, he's kind of blown it a little bit out of proportion. He's making people worry unnecessarily. There are some poor inspectors for sure. And you've got to be really guarded. So I do think you want to make sure they've had experience. You can get some referrals and references, but, don't be too, it can be too much or you get too worried about things. Which I think
those kinds of shows